Hey guys, Eric here from the Helix Hour, back to you today with another video. A very helpful and simple tip, copying effects blocks and amp blocks from any of the Helix products, Helix Floor, Helix Rack, Helix LT, anything like that, to HX Stomp and anywhere in between, back and forth. Really simple. Let's get right into it.
Hey y'all, what's up? This is Chris from Blackstone Cherry, and you're watching the Helix Hour with Eric Broadbent.
Welcome to the Helix Hour, brought to you in part by Design39 Media. Visit design39media.com for all your website, photography, and video production needs. Microphones for the Helix Hour are provided by Rode Microphones. Now, let's talk some Helix. Okay, the first thing you're going to need for this, you're going to need two products from the Line 6 Helix family of products. Anything from the Helix Rack, Helix Floor, Helix LT, HX Effects, or HX Stomp. HX Stomp is the talk of the town right now, so that's what we're going to be using in this demo, and we're going to be using Helix Rack. You're also going to need two USB cables. I also recommend, it's very important, actually you can't even go this far without doing the next step. Make sure that you have the most recent version of HX Edit 2.7 point whatever, and also make sure your firmware is updated on each of your devices, 2.7 point whatever it is. Next step, take those two USB cables, plug them into your devices. We're ready to go. Once you plug in both those devices, you should notice you're going to get two HX Edit windows opening up. We're going to do that right now. All right, for this part of the demonstration, I'm going to be putting on some headphones so I can monitor my guitar and I'm not getting the guitar signal bleeding back through the microphone and all kinds of other unnecessary noises. Oh yeah, by the way, you might need a guitar too. That would help a little bit as well. I just happen to be using the Line 6 JTV 89F Variax. Love it, but it doesn't matter what you use. Get a guitar. So as you can see, on the left window, I have HX Stomp. On the right window, I have Helix Rack. All right, I've got dialed up one of my favorite patches that I've made, Versatile VH. It's just a Van Halen preset. Obviously, many of the people that watch this channel know that I'm a Van Halen nut. I'm not going to be able to take everything that's in this preset, obviously, and take it from Helix Rack to Stomp, because Stomp has a limitation of 6 blocks. But don't let that scare you. I have a lot of unnecessary things here. I'm using everything over on the Helix side of HX Edit because I can, right? Stomp is good discipline for you as well too. It'll force you to use certain blocks, a certain amount of blocks, and I think that's a good thing in a way as well too. So we're going to start copying some of the pertinent or the most important blocks from Helix Rack over to Stomp. Okay, now I know you can't see either the devices, but the devices don't matter right now. It's a software that we're worrying about. I'm going to start by showing you what my clean signal is like. Okay, just there's nothing. I have 0, as you can see on the HX Stomp side, I have 0 things over there. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go over to the right-hand side. I'm going to right-click. In the case of my Macintosh, I control-click. I'm going to choose Copy. I'm going to go over to Stomp, and I'm going to place it. I'm going to click where I want it to be, paste the block. Now, technically, I'm going to get some sound like this. It's going to be some fuzz because this patch uses an impulse response. So it's going to be fuzzy, as you would know, without having an impulse response. It almost would sound like a blown speaker. I don't want to turn my guitar up full because it's going to sound horrible without that impulse response. Now, you can copy what the impulse response setting is, but you do have to have the impulse response on your device. That would be brought in by impulse responses import. So let's just pretend that we have the impulse response already on that device, which I technically do. So you have to do that separately. But let's grab the impulse response over on the right-hand side from Helix. I'm going to control-click, copy, and I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to paste it. So it's actually saying empty. So it doesn't know exactly which impulse response it is. So I have to browse through, and I have to scroll. I only have a couple on Stomp. I'm going to choose the EVH one that I'm particularly using for this one. So the preset is now already coming to life, but with just an amplifier and an impulse response. Not bad, right? Now, we need to give it some life, and one of the first things we can do for some life is reverb. I'm going to use plate reverb that I have over on Helix on the right-hand side. I'm going to click on Verb. I'm going to control-click. This would be right-click, whatever on your PC, okay, right? Copy. Bring it over, and I'm going to put it about here because I want to put I'm going to be bringing a delay over next. So now we're getting some life. It's coming to life. Listen to that verb. That's a big old plate reverb. Okay, next thing we're going to do, I'm going to grab one of my delays, and you notice I left a little bit of a spot. I mean, I can move these blocks just by moving them however I want, but I knew I was going to place a delay in front of the reverb, so I left a little hole. All right, I'm going to grab this delay, copy it, bring it back over, paste, and now we should have even more dimension. So now we're going to take another effect. What are we looking at? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 blocks. We still got room for 2 more. What are we going to do with them? Let's go grab an EVH Phase 90. And I have to see where that one is. I think I have it right there. Script mod phase. Do my handy dandy copy. All that goodness. Bring it over here. And I'm technically going to put it in front of the amplifier like you normally would run a Phase 90. They do. I would never ever use a Phase 90 in the loop. But you can. Just because you shouldn't doesn't mean you can't. But Eddie Van Halen would run that to the front of the amplifier. And we're going to do what Eddie does. Okay, so it's off right now. We'll turn it on. So there you go. There's your phaser. Let's have a look at one more thing here. We have, let's throw in our patented, I shouldn't say our patented, but our Van Halen wet, dry, wet kind of big balancey tone. We're going to grab the pitch block, a dual pitch. Going to copy that. And I'm going to paste it here, but I'm going to move it after everything. Maybe before the reverb. We'll try it right about there. And once again, off. Let's get rid of that phaser. Let's pop on the pitch. You ready? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Pretty darn simple, easy peasy. Copy and paste from one HX edit to the other. This can be done with any product. It could go from Helix Rack to Helix Floor. It could go from HX Effects to Stomp. It could go from just about anywhere to anywhere. It's pretty simple. Drag and drop, literally copy, paste, and you're off to the races. Some really cool things as well, too. I just want to tell some people about this. A lot of people have been asking me for more Van Halen presets, and I haven't had a lot of time to get to them, but I'm starting to allocate some time, and I'm going to be doing them for now. In the immediate future, I'm not going to be selling them on Marketplace or anything like that, at least for the immediate future, but I am going to be doing them via Patreon on my Patreon page. I have 2 tiers available at my Patreon. The link will be in the description down below, but it's patreon.com/EVH Gear TV. Okay, so the 2 tiers are, I have one starting at $8 a month, and that'll get you a digital download of 2 of my albums, full-length albums. I have a 30-minute one-on-one Skype conversation with me quarterly, 4 times a year. You want to contact me via Skype. We can talk about gear, Helix setup, music, whatever. Help you with your homework. Well, I don't know if I can help you with your homework, but we can fit some fun stuff in 30 minutes. We can do it. Access to my exclusive Van Halen Helix presets. I'm going to be building presets for Stomp and for Helix, and those will be available to my $8 Patreon subscribers. I'll be doing one of those a month, and we'll have some fun with that. Lots of cool Van Halen presets. And we're also going to jump up to one more tier. There's other tiers below this as well, too. You can support the channel just by throwing in $1 or $4. But these 2 tiers allow some really good access to video calls and Helix presets, which are going to be awesome. So $12 a month will get you the same thing I just mentioned above there, all that good stuff. Shout out at the end of my video. You'll get your name in the end credits and all that good stuff as well too. It shows everyone that you really support the channel and love it. A guaranteed question that you can ask our celebrity guests, and that will also work over on our EVH network and Kramer Corner and Rocking Dead and all that kind of cool stuff. Sometimes the chat is just insane, and I cannot guarantee that I'm going to be able to ask that evening's guest a question of yours from the live chat. This tier will allow you a guaranteed question, so you get to jump the line VIP, and you'll be sure to ask one of these celebrities your own question. Lastly, a free t-shirt like these Helix Hour t-shirts or anything of that nature. We'll have those available in our store, broadstash.com. And on your anniversary, 1-year anniversary of being a Patreon $12 tier member, you will get a free t-shirt of your choice. So all kinds of cool stuff, but the Helix presets are definitely worth it between any of those two tiers, $8 and $12 a month. I hope this video was helpful for you today. If it was, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here, and I promise to work just as hard to keep you as a subscriber as I was to get you. Be sure to go back and look at the playlist here at the homepage of my YouTube channel. And there's a playlist for Helix Hour, and I've got 2 seasons worth of incredible guests and a bunch of presets for you to download that are made right by each of those guests as well too. So celebrity presets, here's your chance to play on everybody's rig that you've ever dreamed of. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, if you're new here, please consider subscribing right now. And I promise to work just as hard to keep you as a subscriber as I did to get you. Until next time, cheers. And if you're new here and haven't yet subscribed, please do so right now. Turn on those post notifications, and I'll love you long time.
Hey, you're still here? Eric Jr. here, reminding you to check out our full lineup of quality merch. Available right now in the Broadstash Boutique. Quality products and fast shipping. Visit broadstash.com today.